Hi guys. So I want to give you some direction on this new writing assignment. It is called Escape from Creativity because this is a skill, often an overlooked writing skill, the ability to clearly and succinctly summarize a story. It is not easy. I know you're excited because it's only to be 1 page long, but there's a lot to cover in that 1 page. Condensing an entire book down to 1 page can be daunting. Nevertheless, your assignment is to do just that. You have to write a 1-page summary on a book you've finished recently. If you are one of my 8th or 9th graders, I would really like you to do it on Maniac McGee because that's an excellent book and it has deep themes. But you may not have finished it and you may not be close to finishing it. So it has to be a book that you have read in my class and finished. All right, so we are looking for accuracy, clarity, and precision. So here are some hints about writing this assignment. Don't try to retell the story. Don't. First, it's impossible. There are simply too many events to retell. You'll do a disservice to your reader. No one would want to read that. The goal of your summary should be to accurately describe a book to potential readers. You're writing to people who have never read the book, so you don't want to ruin the book for them. Don't tell a short version of the story. Tell what the story is about, why someone might want to read it. For example, bare bones description. This is a sentence from the Sunlight catalog about a book that we used to read. The Balicki children struggle for survival after their mother is arrested by the Nazis. Right, that is, in a nutshell, what that whole book is about. But that book is like 200 pages. So I don't expect you to be that concise, but you should be able to give the reader an accurate overview in a couple paragraphs. 2 at the most. So, and I'm going to show you the outline in a second, but I've part 2 and part 3, concise description of the plot. Concise meaning accurate but small. So after a concise description of the main plot, then you're going to discuss one or more of the story's key literary elements. So let's go to the outline. Let's see if I can you see that? Okay. So your introduction include, you're going to tell me what book you are doing, who it's by, that kind of thing. Then your concise description of the plot can be 2 or 3 paragraphs. You are going to tell me what it's about. You are not going to tell me every little thing that happened. Then you're going to discuss one key literary element. So for those of you who don't remember what literary elements are, plot, setting, conflict, characters. I want you to emphasize one of those, and I want you to analyze. So you're going to tell me, could this story have happened without this setting? Why is such and such a character so important? Could the story have moved this way without this other character? Usually not the main character. Conflict. If this problem had not been a part of the story, so you tell me, what the author did well. Some students find it helpful to write as much as possible, like to get everything out, to do this whole process, and then go back and kind of take out what's not needed. That way you can write freely as much as you need to and then whittle your paper down to the basics afterwards. But you probably want to type your paper if you're going to do that. Finally, number 5, you're going to discuss the theme of the story. What was the author's purpose in writing it? Why should I read it? What am I going to think about? What am I going to learn? What am I going to, get out of it? And then finally, your conclusion to your paper. So that is your, basically your outline. I don't think that this is a hard paper to write. I think it's a difficult paper to keep under, that one page kind of limitation. Now, here is the rubric I'm going to use to grade it. Can you see this rubric right here? So you can freeze your computer if you want to see that better. So what am I looking at? Your summary is 1 page in length. It contains a description of the main plot, very concise, discusses one or more key literary elements, discusses the theme of the novel, and includes an explanation of why someone might want to read it. And then it should be polished, meaning it should sound good with no errors. Well, or as few grammar and spelling errors as possible, which means get someone else to read over it before you turn it into me. That would be great. Alrighty, so I hope this has helped you get prepared for the writing. This is, going to be graded a little more closely because it's not like a free write, which you've had quite a few of those during our coronavirus quarantine. So good luck, and if you have questions, let me know.